small French country-style restaurant on McDougal Street in the village, and I ordered a glass of rosé in honor of the weather and the ambience. As each group of new diners strolled through the door, they brought a delicious late spring breeze with them. Let this be a hint of how delicious the summer will be, I prayed. I was thirsty for a summer to end all summers. In January, I'd broken up with a guy I'd really cared about, and though I wasn't eager for another serious relationship right now, I was hoping for some kind of romantic adventure. I'd had a brief fling in late winter with a male model in his early 20s, 10 years younger than me, but then he'd relocated to Los Angeles. After that, it had been slim pickings, unless you count 4 or 5 booty calls with an old beau from Brown who had become so stuffy that I practically had to ask him not to talk. I'm pretty, I guess, in a kind of sporty way. 5'6", fairly slim with brownish blonde hair just below my chin. And generally, I'd never had trouble rustling up dates. I was banking on the fact that my dry spell might end now that we were in the season of nearly effortless seductions. Kat sauntered in about 10 minutes late, and head swiveled in her direction. She's in her late 30s, gorgeous with long, buttery blonde hair, blue eyes, and full lips that never leave the house unless they're stained a brick red or dusky pink. She was wearing slim turquoise pants and an exotic golden turquoise embroidered top that made her look as if she'd just come from the Casbah. "Sorry I'm late," she said, slipping into her seat. "Minor crisis." "Diverted, I hope." "Unfortunately, no. I'm having a huge problem with the new beauty editor. Her copy is about as exciting as the instructions that come with the DVD recorder, and her judgment sucks." "What did she do this time?" "She signed up for a junket to Paris without clearing it with anyone." "Really?" I said, feigning interest just to be polite. I felt about as much concern as I would have if Kat had announced she could feel a fever blister coming on. "What else is going on?" Before she could answer, the waiter scurried over. Kat ordered a glass of Chardonnay and asked for the menus ASAP. I thought. She seemed in a hurry, almost on edge. I wondered if something might be the matter. "So where were we?" she asked as the waiter departed. I was asking what else was new. "Oh, the usual," she said distractedly. "It's been kind of crazy lately." "How's Tyler?" I inquired, referring to her little boy. "Good, good. He managed to graduate from nursery school even though he bit 2 of his classmates during the last month. I thought the parents were going to ask that we have him checked for rabies. How about you? Are you going up to your mother's place on Cape Cod this summer?" "I'll go up a couple of times, but just for weekends. Both my brothers will be around with their wives, and I end up feeling like a fifth wheel with them, though they try their darndest to be inclusive." "So you're not madly in love with someone these days?" "No, and that's okay. All I would love this summer is a fabulous fling with someone." "Sounds good. You're still in your early 30s, and you've got plenty of time to get into something more serious. Shall we look at the menus?" Oh boy, something was definitely up. She was moving things along so quickly that the next thing I knew she'd be asking the waiter to connect me to a feeding tube. As soon as we'd ordered, I decided to take the bull by the horns. "Is everything okay, Kat?" I asked. "I have the feeling that something is on your mind." Kat studied the tablecloth with her blue eyes, saying nothing. I could see now that she was nervous as hell. "Kat, what's up?" I urged. "Are you in some kind of trouble?" "No, not exactly. Bailey, I've got bad news, and it's so hard for me to say." As she raised her head, I saw a half-tear form in the corner of her left eye. "Are you having marriage problems again?" I asked. "No, it doesn't involve me," she said. "It involves you." "Me?" I said, thunderstruck. I couldn't imagine what she was talking about, though I felt a wave of irrational panic